We live? Yes, sir. It's your boy DJ Dozer, ready to take over, man. Back at it again with another video, man. And like I did in my last video, man, today we got the Eastern Conference first round playoff predictions, just like I did for the Western Conference. In case you haven't checked that one out, go ahead and go check that out, man. Because now we got the Eastern Conference, man, aka the weaker conference. I'm just kidding, man. But low key though, low key is the weaker conference. But just like the Western Conference, we're gonna make our predictions, and like I said, I'm gonna be doing my predictions for each playoff series, man. So now we got the East. Without further ado, let's get to it. By the way, guys, this is the Eastern Conference first round playoff bracket, and now it's time to make these predictions from the top to the bottom. Let's get it. First things first, we got the number 1 seed Boston Celtics versus the number 8 seed Miami Heat, a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals from last year and the year before, funny enough. But now we got them in the first round, man. But I'm not gonna lie, this first round is gonna be a lot different from those other conference finals, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because in case I haven't seen, the Miami Heat are going to be without Jimmy Butler, which is pretty unfortunate. They're saying that he's going to miss multiple weeks because of an MCL sprain or something. So that's really unfortunate. That's a big blow to the Heat, man, because I ain't going to lie now, they're probably not going to win this series. Boston is really good this year. Boston's even better than last year, to be real with y'all. So I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be the fastest prediction, but I got Boston in 4, man. It's tough. I know it's really tough, but there's just no way the Miami Heat are going to win without Butler. Let alone not only win in the series, but even win a game, bro. Let's be real. Celtics are going to have to be on point, because the Celtics have something to prove this year. After, Tatum making multiple Eastern Conference Finals, even making it to the finals that one year in 22, but losing to the Warriors, like, the Celtics got something to prove this year. So there's just no way they're just going to not take this Heat team seriously and just get them out of the way right away and get ready for their next opponent. So there's just, I just don't see that happening. Better luck next year, Heat. I will say they still have Bam Adebayo. You know what I'm saying? He's going to play good. I think he's going to, we might even see Bam drop like 30 or something, bro, or even 40. But no, I don't know. But let's be real. The Heat are they're going to have to pack it up. They're going to have to go to Cancun in 4 games, because I just don't see them losing. I don't see the Boston Celtics losing. So yeah, Celtics in 4. Moving on to the next series, we got the number 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers versus the number 5 seed Orlando Magic. Interesting series. This is a pretty interesting series. The Cavs find themselves at the number 4 seed again. Or were they 5th last year? I don't even remember. But they're playing a young team, the Orlando Magic, led by a young up-and-coming superstar, Paolo Banchero. They have pretty solid guys like Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs. Anthony Black is a young up-and-coming dude. The Magic are pretty good. Like, they're one of those teams that you just kind of forget about. You don't really watch them in the regular season. But they're actually a pretty good regular season team. Now, I don't know how good they're going to play in the playoffs. I don't know how much that's going to translate to the playoffs this year. But yeah, man, honestly, I think it's going to come down to experience. And this Cavs team, they don't have that much more experience than the Magic, but they do have a little more experience. You know what I'm saying? They did disappoint last year, losing to the Knicks in that first round. I think they lost in 5 games, too. It was basically a gentleman sweep. So I think this year they're going to get their revenge and gentleman sweep the Magic this year. I just don't know if the Magic have what it takes to beat the Cavaliers team. But, hang on to this Magic team, man. They might be back in a couple of years to really seriously contend. I like Paolo Banchero. I think his game is amazing. Franz Wagner's solid. Jalen Suggs is good, but let's be real. The Cavs, they have more talent, they have more experience, and they have more reason to win this series. Like, it'd be shocking. Like, I want the Magic to prove me wrong, low key. You know what I'm saying? Because the Magic, they played really well this season. And yeah, I just don't know if the Cleveland Cavaliers are really just gonna go out there and not show up. So I'm gonna go Cavs in 5, Cavs in 6 max, but I'm gonna say Cavs in 5. But yeah, I think it might be a fun series. Who knows? I mean, 4th and 5th seed series are always usually fun. Like, look at the Western Conference. You have the Mavs and Clippers. That's gonna be a really good series. So this one could be a good series too. But I think I gotta go with Cavs in 5. Now moving on to the Bucks, the 3-seeded Milwaukee Bucks versus the 6-seeded Indiana Pacers, man. In case y'all didn't know, in the regular season, these two teams were going at it. These two teams, they low-key don't even like each other. In case y'all don't remember, the Pacers took the Bucks' game ball when Giannis dropped 64. Giannis wanted the game ball, but they gave it to one of their rookies. I forget his name, but apparently it was his first basket in the NBA, so they gave it to him, which is understandable. But it created a whole beef, man. Like, the Bucks weren't having it. The Pacers weren't having it. So they got into a couple of battles. They got into a couple brawls, man. But honestly, I don't know. If you look at social media, they're trying to make this narrative that these two teams are going to be rivals. Like, I don't really know. I don't really know if I see rivalries in these two teams. But one thing I will say, though, this series is looking going to be close because I think Giannis is going to be hurt for the first, 2 games, which is actually pretty crucial for the Bucks because without Giannis, the Bucks aren't going anywhere. Damian Lillard is really just going to have to carry the Bucks. I don't think that's going to happen against this Pacers team. And let me tell you something. This Pacers team is actually pretty underrated, bro. They made it to the in-season tournament finals for a reason. Tyrese Halliburton, if he actually is playing like Tyrese Halliburton, he can be a problem because don't let it get twisted, man. Tyrese Halliburton has been playing really weird at the end of the regular season. Like, I've been tuning in. Like, he hasn't been playing like his usual self, man. So I just don't know if he's going to be playing like his usual self. But let's hope he does. And if he does, then the Pacers are going to be a problem. They got Siakam. You guys already know I'm a Raptors fan, so I already know a little bit more about Siakam. In terms of his fit right now with the Pacers, though, I don't know. It's like they're still kind of trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They had some good reps in the regular season, but I don't know. I feel like they're still trying to figure it out. So I just don't know how well him and Tyrese Halliburton are going to mesh together. So we're just going to have to keep seeing, man. But honestly, I think Siakam is going to play well. Obviously, without no Giannis, you know what I mean? Yeah, they still have Brook Lopez, but the paint is going to be a little bit more free, you know what I mean, without Giannis there. But Brook Lopez is going to be able to cover it up, but, he can't do it all, you know what I mean? So I think Siakam's going to be getting his way in the paint. I think Tyrese Halliburton's going to be playing well. They have Miles Turner. Miles Turner's a great shot blocker, pretty solid offensive center. He can shoot the ball. Yeah, man, I think the Pacers, they honestly could upset this Bucks team. However, though, I just don't see the Bucks losing in the first round again because let's be real, the Bucks have something to prove this year, man. After last year losing to the Heat as the first seed, going down that bad to, I know the Heat weren't a real 8 seed, they were a really good seed. Let's be real, there's a difference between an 8 seed being there versus an 8 seed that was injured in the regular season and had to fight to make it in the play-in. Like, the Heat weren't a real 8 seed that year, but bro, there's no excuses for the Bucks to lose to an 8 seed regardless of who they are in the first round. So the Bucks have a lot to prove this year. They need to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals and get some revenge on the Celtics, man. But I just don't know if that's going to happen if they do get their revenge. But anyways, that's for later videos when we make our later predictions. So let's focus on the present. So my prediction is honestly uncertain right now with the way Giannis is out. But let's say he's out the first game and he's out the second game. The Bucks are probably going to lose one of those 2 games. So I'm going to go Bucks in 7. It's going to come down to experience once again because the Bucks do have more experience. Yes, they have Damian Lillard. They're still trying to figure out Damian Giannis, but it looks like, let's be real, there's just no way they lose that. And they do have Doc Rivers now, so I'm not going to lie. Doc Rivers might sell them again, but we have to go Bucks in 7. Let's just play it safe, all right? Moving on. And now we got the final first round prediction for the Eastern Conference. The number 2 New York Knicks versus the number 7 Philadelphia 76ers. Woo! I feel like this series is looking going to be a tough series too. You know what I'm saying? The Knickerbockers are looking really good coming off the regular season. They are the 2nd seed. They played really well. Jalen Brunson is a different breed, bro. That guy is nice. He's really good at basketball, man. Like he's really good. Like you gotta hand it to him, man. He's amazing. Josh Hart has been playing pretty good this season. They still got. Oh, but Randall's injured. I just realized that. I totally forgot Randall's injured, bro. Randall is injured. I don't even know when he's coming back. I don't even know if he's gonna come back for the playoffs. So that's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. They got OG Anunoby though. OG Anunoby's pretty nice. You know, he's a good defender. He should be guarding, like, I don't know, maybe Tobias Harris. But I don't know. Sixers on the other side, they got Mr. Process Embiid. He's finally back from injury. Tyrese Maxey has been having an unbelievable breakout season. I think he should low-key be in the running for most improved player. I don't know, because most improved player should either be him or Jalen Brunson. Because Jalen Brunson's been playing amazing this season, too. First time making the All-Star team. Same with Maxey, too. So those two low-key need to be in the running for most improved players. Yeah, and then the Sixers got Tobias Harris. And yeah, man. So I don't know. This is gonna be one of those series where it's gonna be like a grinded out type of series. I don't think one team is gonna have the upper hand on the other. It's really gonna come down to just who wants it more. You know what I mean? The Sixers, let's be real, they're not a real 7th seed. They're only down there because Embiid was out for most of the season, which really sucks too. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Embiid was my pick to win MVP this year, bro. But once I seen him go down and he was out for many months, that MVP was out of the window. But he already has one, so who really cares? This year, he should be focusing on helping the Sixers go to the promised land, because the Sixers haven't made it past the second round in, like, who knows how long, bro. So I think that should really be his focus. But yeah, like I said, this series is not just a one-side show. I think it's going to really be a tough series. It's going to be one of those series, again, where it's going to be close games each game, because the Knickerbockers, they're not one to be messed with. You know, even though if they don't have Randall, Jalen Brunson's going to play amazing like he usually does. And then you got OG Anunoby. He's going to be playing pretty well. Josh Hart's going to be doing his thing. So, yeah, I think the Knicks are going to be pretty good. And then you got the Sixers. Maxey's going to have a good series, and B's going to have a good series. Tobias Harris, though, I don't know. He's very shaky. He's very inconsistent on defense and on offense. So I just don't know when it comes to him. So with that being said, man, like I said, it's going to be a grinding out type of series. I think it's going to really come down to who wants it more. Right now, that's an unanswered question. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the Sixers winning in 6. It's tough. I was going to say the Knicks in 7, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. Because I want to believe in the Knicks, but at the same time, they have their issues, man. Like, let's be real. Defensively, who's going to guard Embiid, bro? Like, I just took that in. Who's going to guard Embiid? I don't know. So I got Sixers in 6. I was going to say 7, but nah, if it goes to 7, then the Knicks will win it, because it's going to be Knicks home court. But I'm going to say Sixers in 6. If not Sixers in 6, then Knicks in 7. But I just don't see, you know, anybody who's going to be able to stop Embiid. Even Maxey's going to be getting what he wants, because Maxey drives to the rim and he gets his layups all the time, bro. Like, who's really stopping that? So with that being said, man, I'm going to go with the Knicks losing in 6. Rhyming accidentally. Shout out Chris Smooth. Anyways, man, that's going to do it for this video, man. Hope y'all enjoy these predictions. Honestly, man, it's kind of tough, because the Eastern Conference, it's weak too, but like there's also some good matchups too. Like, for instance, the Knicks and Sixers are going to be tough, and even the Bucks and Pacers. I think those are going to be the best matchups of the East. Like I said, for the West, the Nuggets and Lakers are going to be the best matchups, while the Clippers and Mavs are going to be the best matchups. So that's going to be the 2 best matchups for the East: the Bucks, Pacers, and the Sixers and Knicks. While the other ones are going to be kind of cakewalks. You know what I mean? Cakewalks to the next round. So that being said, man, hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. It was fun to make again. And like I said, we're going to keep making our predictions each round for each conference, all the way up to the NBA Finals. Let's enjoy these playoffs. NBA playoffs is here. Let's go! Doze off. Peace.